Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and here we have a folding NESSMUK design, and the name of it is the KANSEPT NESSTREET, and it is KARAMBIT Maker. You can see the logo right there. KARAMBIT Maker design. Now, I looked him up, and he is Greg Wagretsky, and I think he's right here in the Chicago area. At least that's what it says on Instagram, so he's in my neck of the woods. But, yeah, this is the first I'm getting to check out one of his designs, and this is through KANSEPT. But basically a folding NESSMUK, and if you guys don't know, NESSMUK design, it's been famously known for basically being a great outdoors knife, and in this case it brings it to the EDC realm, which is actually pretty good because this blade shape is just a versatile blade shape all the way around. So it's going to be great for outdoors and for regular EDC everyday carry purposes. The blade shape is great for utility cuts. It's great for slicing and push cuts. You can even do a reverse grip with it and cut with it. Not too much belly, so it's not going to slip as easily as if it did have a big belly. You're still going to want to be careful. But the handle on this one is a burlap micarta with steel liner lock and a deep carry clip. Now let's talk about the action, and then we'll get to the cutting performances and stuff. The action is really, really good on this. So this has a great balance in your hand, and the relationship between the thumb stud and your fingers are really good. It's super comfortable. It's easy to get up to, and it just feels very natural. It's something that's super comfortable. It doesn't feel awkward. Yeah. It's just like I said, super duper natural. Even the reverse flick, it just lands right where I want the thumb stud to land, is exactly where it lands, and the distance between the scales and the thumb stud are great. So yeah, the action, thumb stud wise, amazing action. Good access to the lock bar, so it's very easy to disengage, easy to get past the detent, and very, very smooth on the drop. And it's just breaking in, so I'm sure it will get even more smooth. Now, the deep carry clip, I know you're probably looking at it saying that's going to be super uncomfortable in the hand, but I promise you this thing melts, at least in my hand. It melts in my hand because the clip doesn't land right here where it would be uncomfortable. Watch where when I squeeze it, it goes up into this spot up in my palm where it just hides away. Yes, I feel it a tiny, tiny bit, but no way, shape, or form is it a hot spot. I could bear down on this, and I can always take advantage and creep up a little bit for real hard pushing. So very good ergonomics. Now that's going to make it really good for the cutting performance, which I think is going to be pretty damn good. I haven't been cutting with it yet. This is only a first impressions, but 12 thousandths behind the edge. That's with their edge angle, so that is a high edge angle. However, even if I laid it back, which I measured, even if I laid it back to a really low angle, it's still going to be 15 thousandths or less. Yeah, the spine is nice and thick and robust, so it's going to have some sturdiness to it, but it gets down nice and thin. It's nice and broad, nice and thin. This thing's going to cut like a beast, like a champ. Now, I do have a couple little nitpicks, though. One being the clip. I wish it was inset with flat screws. It could be reversible too, but I wish at least it was inset with flat screws. Is it going to work? Yeah, it'll work just fine. You know, it's a nitpick, but you know, it just makes it look a lot cleaner and a lot smoother in and out of the pocket. You don't have to worry about your jeans rubbing against those screws over and over and over, especially if you're carrying this every day. The next complaint I have is the sharpening tool and plunge grind. It's just not enough. You know, we want the plunge grind moved back or farther away. We do not want the plunge grind this close to the edge. Even though this is super thin behind the edge, that's still, after sharpening, you know, it's going to be very close to hitting the plunge grind, if not hitting it already. S35 VN blade steel. Fantastic blade steel for this. Fantastic. Great choice because S35 is a tough steel. It's tough. It's stainless, so you're not going to have to worry about corrosion. And it holds a great edge. Then it's also easy to sharpen. So S35 is like the end of the line between, I guess, simple steels and high performance steels, high wear resistance steels. So it's like right there in the middle. So it'd be considered a mid grade, but it doesn't require diamonds. You can absolutely sharpen S35VN on an aluminum oxide stone or whatever stones you want. It'll sharpen up really good. And that's what it was made for. It was kind of designed and made to be about the best you could get out in the field, where you'll have maximum toughness and edge retention and all that stuff, with corrosion resistance, without being super difficult to sharpen. So you'll be able to sharpen it out in the field. As long as you know how to sharpen, you shouldn't have a problem sharpening this out in the field. And if you do, because some people, they use devices and things like that, but if that's the case, it should at least strop back pretty well. So it's not super responsive to stropping, but it's responsive enough to where you can strop it back at least a couple times, as long as you're, maintaining it and there's not too much damage to your edge. But anyways, pretty cool. I think it's awesome. I like seeing, new designs and different things. You don't see folding NESSMUKs too often, so very cool. And I'm going to have to check out more from Greg Wagrinsky from KARAMBIT Maker. But there you guys go. Just a quick first impressions. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.